How's it going, guys? It's Burgas here and welcome to another Call of Dragons video. Today we're going to talk about Call of Dragons Mu Hsiang Problem. And this is free-to-play players are actually failing behind even more. This is a topic that, I speak with a lot of players. They ask me about the Seluna. I see my videos about the Seluna, how they perform. People are actually interested in this hero, and I cannot blame them because this hero is actually a good one. But Call of Dragons Mu Hsiang is creating one of the biggest Call of Dragons strategy debates right now, because players are starting to fear that some heroes may never become realistically accessible without spending. This Call of Dragons gameplay breakdown explain why the real problem is not just power creep. Now we all know that in the game we're going to have some power creep. It's going to be a new heroes coming in the game. After this, the other heroes that are coming in the game should be one idea more stronger, just because the people are not going to buy these heroes if those heroes are not, how to say it, if they're not one idea more stronger from the previous one. You're going to make like 5 mage legions and you're never going to invest in the mages anymore. This is just an example. So this is actually a problem with the power creep, the uncertainty, the resource panic, and players making terrible long-term investment decisions because they don't know what future hero like Seluna might require it. And I really don't know what is going to be the required for Seluna. So far what I see is this epic hero. It's like flying one. I guess it's going to continue to be flying one. And I already make a video about the skills that she's going to have as a legendary one, but the problem is how we're going to be able to make this hero a legendary one. Now, we was having back in the days a hero like this, and that was Mu Hsiang. Okay, Mu Hsiang was first an epic hero, right now is a legendary hero. I still receive her epic tokens. I think I actually receive her epic tokens. I don't remember quite well, just to say. I'm going to try to scrap it just to see, do I actually get... No, I'm not quite sure I can actually get Mu Hsiang epic tokens, but at the end of the day, Mu Hsiang was an epic hero. It was given for free to players. Many players was actually very happy because you was receiving epic hero for free, and this hero can be a legendary one. It's a very good one, and you have to buy, I think was like 2 fruits or 3 fruits, something like this, something like fruit looking thing, and you can make Mu Hsiang a legendary hero. And this is the same thing with Seluna. People are asking, is this going to be the same way with the Seluna? And the biggest issue is not that with Seluna maybe is going to be like this, okay? It may be with Seluna like this, it may not be. But if it's the same with the Seluna, every other hero that get presented in this game may actually be like epic hero and can go and become a legendary hero, but you have to buy something specific to make this hero legendary. And I think this is the biggest debate, that in general heroes are starting to feel mandatory, especially heroes like Seluna, that is overall is having pretty nice skill. It can be also with cavalry, it can be with marksmen. Okay, maybe marksmen is not going to be the best solution here, but it can be also with mages. It's having very far attack range. So basically it can be with any hero like Mu Hsiang. Basically like Mu Hsiang. So these very flexible heroes, if it's going to continue be something that the people have to buy to make it from epic one to legendary one, because to be fair, Mu Hsiang epic version, I don't like it. I will never invest in Mu Hsiang epic version. I awake 6-star the legendary version, but I will never invest in the epic version. I think, and I strongly believe, the epic heroes are having their place with the in the account development. Epic heroes are early game progression heroes. Maybe first season, maybe second season, if you have a lot of troops and you don't have heroes. But at the late stages, even though that there can be some good heroes that can be solid supporters like Tara, like Wodir, this is two very solid supporters at the end of the day. I just don't use them because they're epic heroes. Now let's talk about the free-to-play players. And free-to-play players are panicking early. Players now panic during announcement instead after release. Again, we still don't know what is going to be required for Seluna, but I'm expecting to be the same like for Mu Hsiang. And if you're a free-to-play player, you see how powerful this hero is, and you wanna have this hero. If it's something that you have to buy at the end of the day, it's just going to make your it's just going to make your account more weaker at the end of the day, because you're not going to have this hero legendary. Now, from my perspective, most likely I'm going to get Seluna. The reason behind is right now I don't have good pairing for Thunderlin. Some people suggest Margaret Thunderlin, but you need specific pet, you need specific artifacts to actually run Margaret Thunderlin, and it's this combo heavy thing, so I don't like this thing. So Seluna with Thunderlin I think is going to be a very solid hero. On top of that, Seluna can make your Legion getting crazy amount of healing. If you have some Sand Lizard, if you have Mu Hsiang, who she's also, healing the other legions around her, you can actually make very solid mage legions that can jump over the counter attack, let's say it like this, because I think right now for the mages the biggest issue they're having is the counter attack. Now, what the free to play players are panic is about this announcement, and this can be a monetization fear that already changes the behavior. See, when the discussion started before players even test her properly. Now, this is absolutely correct, because I make a video, I give my suggestion over this hero, how this hero should be run, and etc. But still, I actually make a real test with the artifacts, with some pets, and in real case scenario, because I really don't like to do one-on-one testing. I don't think it's actually relevant. You're never going to be a one-on-one on the battlefield except merit trading. But I make my test with the Darkling Patrols, which in my opinion is best way to testing. Obviously, if you hit Darkling Patrol with your artifact, you're going to do huge amount of damage that you should not expect on the battlefield, but at least you're going to see, if you compare 2-3 heroes, 4 heroes, or 2 legions, which legion is going to just perform better at the end of the day. So yeah, there is a free to play players panicking right now around this hero. The resource fear created bad investment is the other thing. Players waste resources reacting emotionally to hero releases. I'm expecting a lot of people to actually invest in Seluna. As I mentioned, I'm going to be also a person who is going to invest in the Seluna, only if she's most likely she's going to be part from the mages. I'm not so sure. Are we going to have like two generation 5 mages in extra Seluna, or is going to be Seluna and one more mage? I don't know, but she's having the skill township, which is very important for me and for every mage player, just because you're getting some crazy hero skill damage, you're getting critical rate, you're getting critical damage, you get synergy, you get more damage, rage regeneration. It's just way better. And also she's having a PvP talent tree. The PvP talent tree you can get, you know, some talents like Army of Valor, or getting some extra damage do at the end of the day, like 1.5%. I mean, this hero is actually having good talent trees, and most likely is going to be a commander. Since Thunderlin, she's having the control talent tree. This is the thing with the Thunderlin. Where is she? Yes, control talent tree. The other hero that was presented with Thunderlin was Talea. Where is Talea? I think I didn't even level up her, but maybe I actually did. Yeah, it's like level 60. Yeah, this hero is support. So you have control talent tree and support talent tree. Mages need skill talent tree. So I think Seluna is definitely going to be something that I'm going to use. But yeah, at the end of the day, I need to make some tests with her to see if she's going to be valuable for my legions. Another thing with the free-to-play players is free-to-play players especially cannot afford emotionally upgrading anymore. Strong players wait before committing universal tokens and artifacts. This is the other thing. I'm also waiting, by the way, for the new artifact that is going to be a mage one. I'm slowly saving some keys. How many I actually have of these keys? Where is those keys? Is it here? It should be here somewhere. Where is this forge case? Oh my god. Anyway, I think I have like okay, this is like 2 keys. Where is the other? Oh, yeah. 157. Why they put these 4 artifact keys here? So I'm waiting for the new artifact that most likely is going to come for the mages. And yeah, I definitely need to see Seluna, how she's going to perform. Most likely I'm going to make her like 5-5. This is the best build I'm going to make. Small investment and see how the hero are going to perform. Something else that I want to say, since people are expecting power creep, most players are going to overvalue the new heroes. New heroes always look stronger during the announcement period. Very strong when there is announcement. And yeah, with the content creators showcase maxed heroes under perfect condition constantly. That's why the way majority of the people are testing is not the right way to test the hero. For example, some this hero awakened, how much damage is going to do, or etc. If you can have the hero awakened, perfect. But again, for me, the best way, the best approach in form of testing is going to be against Darkling Patrols. This is where you can make really the how to say it, comparison between two heroes. And the other thing with the new heroes, the meta shifts faster than your account, and this is something like I don't know, let's say a pain for the players. Is Yumink is coming, this is a meta, but before Yumink actually come, there was so many meta heroes like Goresh Kogo, Kuma Lee Kuan. We also have Margaret Zeta as a meta, if I can actually show her. Urak with Nea. I mean, there was so many meta heroes. And finally we get Yunming. Now, I'm not quite sure where we're going to get again some mage meta. Maybe somewhere in the future. I'm not like 100% sure. But yeah, just want to open the topic, and the fear the people are having that Seluna most likely is going to be like Mu Hsiang, and most likely we have to buy Seluna. most likely it's going to be one-time purchase. I guess like Mu Hsiang, we're going to see still this hero is not in the game. So here I'm going to put one other video. You can go and check it out. Maybe it's going to be also interesting for you. I wish you a great day and see you in that video.